Hey everyone, I'm Iffy, and if it's alright, I'd like to drop a little bit of wisdom on you that's kind of just sunk in for me today, which is that you can always make art, but you can't always make the art you want. And when you come to a point of acceptance with that, and you still show up, and you still create something, whether you like it or not, you've got an experience that you can lean into later that hopefully there's some wisdom in for you. For me, that happened twice today and once a couple days ago with a song that I wrote. And the thing that I learned the other day with the song that I wrote was that, number one, it just doesn't work conceptually. I tried this metaphor of a man being like a Venus flytrap that can dissolve people's sins. And so I'm going to unload my sins on him. Yeah, it didn't work. It was a weak metaphor to begin with. I did learn some stuff, though, about Venus flytraps. For example, a Venus flytrap with enough time can dissolve human flesh. So, that's some knowledge in the bag that I didn't have before. But in writing that song, I still had a great time writing it. If I throw away all the lyrics, I still have a song bed that I could throw something completely new on top of. And I had a blast writing the lyrics because they're kind of silly, you're just like a Venus flytrap of a man. What? It doesn't make any sense. And just the idea of it, visually, I was thinking of the cover art when I was writing it. I was like, I'm going to paint a guy that has a Venus flytrap mouth. And I was like, I'm probably not going to paint a guy. So I tried to make some AI artwork that was of a man with a Venus flytrap mouth. And I got some interesting results out of that. Nothing that I care to share. But it was a fun experience, It was discovery at its finest. It was fun. And then this morning, I had this sketch that I made when I started my vacation. I went to visit my parents, came back, stared at this sketch all week, didn't touch it. And then finally today, I was like, you know what? Sundays are make art all day days for me. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do it finally. I'm gonna paint this sketch that I made, and it's a sizable sketch. It's an 11 by 14. I chose watercolor. I used a palette that I am barely familiar with. And as a result, this is what I got, folks. Is this even art? It looks like a rockabilly Abraham Lincoln with a cornstalk for a neck. And I don't know what this craziness right here is supposed to be. That's what makes it look like a cornstalk to me, I guess, a little bit. The color and the frills. And so you can always make art, but you can't always make the art you want. And that point has just been driven home repeatedly to me today. I came to songwriting after I painted this, and I was like, I'm going to write a song. But this month, I'm only limited to what apps I have available on my phone to write songs. That's the challenge I've given myself. And so on my phone, I have this app called ChordBot. With ChordBot, I can use whatever chords I want, but I'm limited by the instrument choices, of course, and the number of patterns they have for each instrument. So I could play C, G, A, F. I could play those chords in ChordBot, but I only have so many rhythm patterns to voice those chords with. And that's where the creative constraint comes in. And I'm really trying to lean into that, surrendering the things that I can't control and still trying to make do with what I got and create something that I can be happy with. And that'll teach me some lessons about life, hopefully, along the way, too. We'll see. But, one of the things that I realized I was learning today was that you can always make art if you make the time for it. But you can't always make the art you want. And you can still, in that eventuality, create something that you're proud of. And that's the learning that I'm taking away, is that lower your expectations just a bit. Let yourself create without pigeonholing yourself. You may want to write a love song. You may get something different. That's all I could say about the song that I wrote today. It's called All That Glitters. It was inspired by choosing a word at random from a deck of cards that I have for songwriting. And the word that I chose was gold. And the first thing that came to mind was that old cliche, all that glitters isn't gold. And so I was like, okay, I think I can write a love song to that. I did not write a love song to that. What I wrote is valid and real and decent. And it follows the tenets of songwriting, the things about writing songs that I love. It's not what I wanted to make, you know. I'm still happy with it. And so yeah, this is me sharing a bit of my insecurity, showing you something like this painting that I'm not really that into, because I accept the fact that I created it, and that maybe there's some wisdom in it for somebody else by sharing it. Who knows? This is all that glitters. Somebody shoot the messenger, the one that told me all that glitters ain't gold, the one who sold the lie that I should get older, get on how to believe in the magic as it unfolds right before your eyes. Like when I get lonely every once in a while, like when I'm the only one who knows me in a crowded house. And I think of you, I always find my silver line. Somebody shoot the fool that told me all that glitters, it ain't gold. Yeah, I ain't sold. My memories of you are all I've got to get me through these dark days as they crawl on by. My memories of you, they glitter, they glisten just like gold. And I was you, the fool that told me that it ain't so. Right between the eyes, 'cause sometimes I get lonely every once in a while. Sometimes I'm the only one who knows me in a crowded house. And I think of you, now it's fine, my silver lining. Somebody shoot the fool that said all that glitters, it ain't gold. My memories of you, they glitter, they glisten just like gold. My memories of you, they glitter, they glisten just like gold. Remember, folks, you can always make art, but you can't always make the art you want. I hope you enjoyed that song. I'm Iffy Wisdom, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care.